newest app dropped today.
Yeah.
I just want to see what number this is.
This is 25.
25.
It's actually 23. I skipped 20 and then I skipped another one just for no reason.
I think that's mentally skipped it though because we lost a couple there.
Yeah.
Lost a couple on the old SD card.
Is this on? Yeah, we're on. Yeah, welcome back to another episode of SJ's Communities podcast, formerly known as SJ's Chats.
The good old days.
Yeah, they were good days, those old ones. You know, you look back at those times and you just think...
What was going through our heads?
Yeah.
Or head, eh?
Yep.
We dedicate this episode to Shannon Hearn, number 25.
Apparently, this is the first I've heard of it, but I like him. He's one of the only Eagles players. I don't like that many Eagles players. I liked him, JK... that's pretty much it.
Oh, you like McGovern?
Oh, I love Gov. Yeah, love Gov. And then there's not a lot others.
Bunga Hearn, fucking legend.
He is. He's a legend.
It was so good. Yeah, so yeah, shout out him. Shout out Eagles Football Club.
Yeah. They need as many shouts out as they can get right now.
We're doing some good things.
If anybody's got any money, if you can just wire it over to West Coast Eagles Footy Club because they can need all the help they get.
I don't think we need money, cuz.
If you've got the canned food and you can put that into a food drive and just send that over to the club. They'll take any help they can get and they need it desperately.
Cuz we could legit buy like 4 Fremantle football clubs. We're that rich.
Yeah, but you literally can't buy a win, so we need to give you a little bit more help.
we need players. We don't need money.
Oh, well, you're getting your compensation picks, give you some compensation money.
Hey, we didn't approve of that.
Food drive.
And I will say I'm not a fan of that.
You didn't approve of that. Your club approved it.
The AFL ticked it off.
Your club wanted it.
Yeah.
Your club requested exactly
but
what
I just hate how that, like, in AFL you can do that. North Melbourne did it a couple of years back.
Yeah.
Because you suck. Okay. You've sucked for a few years. Here's some compensation picks. Like, if you suck, you got yourself in this mess. Figure it out for yourself. But you could argue, obviously...
Yeah, tell that to your footy club, buddy, because they're the guys that requested what they wanted and they got it.
You can argue a few things to why we have it, but yeah, we'll just leave it as that, eh? Like, yeah.
I'm interested in that. Go on.
Well, obviously, COVID.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, we stuffed it up for ourselves. I 100% agree with that. But COVID screwed us around a bit.
Didn't screw over the other...
No, I know, but we just handled it bad. And then, like, all the players we lost... we lost Shepherd, we lost Dan Venables, we lost McGovern, all 3 good players with concussion.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang. And then other injuries. And then, so it's still our own fault, 100%. But COVID and then those things happening didn't obviously help either. Obviously, the Tim Kelly trade, going after him and trying to win another flag, and bit us on the arse, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably win a flag in 2030, so I'll be $100 richer.
It is unfortunate that West Coast is suffering from, things that AFL clubs suffer from. That is unfortunate.
Great football club, but...
wicked football club. I want to talk about something that's not wicked. That's actually... I'm actually not taking the piss. It annoyed me. It pissed me off. We were walking to Woolworths and Kmart. Should I bleep that out? Because they're not sponsoring us or giving us anything.
No.
We went to some non-specific shops yesterday.
Where you buy stuff.
Where you buy fresh fruit, produce, other foods, and then another one where you get like cheap stuff. You get cheap stuff from there.
Has everything in it.
You walk in there for one thing and then you end up leaving with 20. But anyway, we went there and I was really hungry, had to do a session after, or finish off my session because I didn't finish it earlier that day. And I went to the sushi, I said to the boys, I'm going to Sushi Hub just to sort out just a roll of sushi, just to keep me going. I walk up, they go, oh, we're closed. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. I was looking and there was heaps of sushi everywhere. The woman just grabs a tray of salmon sushi, salmon avocado, and throws it into a garbage bag.
So cruel. But I can't even talk about it. This is so bad. It's shocking. Like, this day and age,
Yeah.
when the amount of things going on in the world, the amount of homeless people there are, people dying of, like, starvation and shit, and Sushi Hub are just throwing rolls of sushi.
Yeah.
And you ask for it. Yes, obviously they're closed. They can't purchase anything. But it's going in the bin.
Exactly. Like, I've got a few things to unpack. One, someone's just walked up to you requesting for sushi. Like, there's heaps of sushi there. Two, you're throwing away fresh food.
Yeah.
You're just throwing away fresh food. Like you said, starving people, heaps of homeless. Fucking animals literally got killed. Like, animals are getting killed to make that food, and they're just throwing it in the... So they've gone through this whole process where they've farmed animals, killed them, produced them into food that we can, you know, prepare for sushi. Workers have then made that sushi, and then you've just thrown it away.
That's so
What a
cool.
vicious... Imagine being that salmon. Imagine being that salmon. You were farm raised, you were murdered, you were prepared to be made into sushi, you were made into sushi, and you weren't even eaten. Like, the whole purpose is to be eaten. You weren't even eaten, you were literally just thrown in a bin. Is that not crazy? That sushi is probably from, like... The salmon's probably from, like, Tasmania or some shit.
Traveled all this way.
Literally, like, that whole process, and then you throw it in a garbage bag in front of a man that actually wants to eat it.
So cool. Like, I think that shit happened 10 years ago. Because I remember, no joke, about 10 years ago when I seen Baker's Delight throwing about 20 loaves straight in the bin because that was their policy. Now I think they've changed it and they actually donate, whether it's like Salvation Army or whatever. But in 2025, Sushi Hub, just throwing it straight into the bin.
Don't get me wrong. I have been going to Sushi Hub heaps. I fucking chat Sushi Hub so far up people's asses, it's not even funny. I say they are the best food chain sushi. But I've got to say, Sushi Hub, that is weak as piss. That is not cool. You got to sort that shit out. You don't even have to throw it away. You can sell it at the end of the day for way cheaper. You can say to your workers, here's like the sushi. Anything that's not eaten, you can take away.
Oh, it's a joke.
Like, hire an extra person an hour to, like, manage how much food's being prepared and sold, and then work it out so you don't have to have, like... I'm not joking, there was, like, more than 100 rolls.
It was the rolls and rolls. It wasn't just like one or two.
Just thrown into a
And
garbage.
they just had this bag and they were just hoiking it in there.
Nah, that's not on. Sort it out. I'm
That's
almost
just-
low-key thinking about just not eating at Sushi Hub again for that.
I think you got to boycott it for a bit. They'll miss you.
Yeah, fucking oath.
That's the shit thing about like chains and that, because a small local restaurant or bakery cafe, they'll either sell it hell cheap, they'll give it to someone they know, or the workers will walk away with it.
Yeah.
You don't really see them throwing it out.
Because that actually, when you think about it, is the whole problem with business, modern day business, is that it's completely financially orientated. They obviously don't give a shit about anything except the finances that they make and the income they make from their food. What happened to being like a good person? Say, because I don't know, do they have like a owner of a store? I know they're a franchise, but would like a person own each store? I don't know. Surely use some initiative and some like common good out of your heart to go, oh, fuck, we're actually throwing away hundreds of rolls of sushi a night. Let's figure out a way that we can actually utilize that. Like maybe giving it to the Meals on Wheels, or like...
It's probably not them though, it's probably the people above.
Dude, then fuck them. Then
I agree with you, but it's just, that's their stupid policies and procedures they have. They probably have like a timeline. When it hits, I don't know, 12 hours, they can't give it to anyone. Because they're worried that if someone eats it, then they get sick.
No, that's rubbish.
It's a joke, I agree with you, but I'm saying they're just covering their asses, which is a joke.
I don't reckon that's why. I reckon it's purely because they are like, we can't make money off it, we may as well throw it away.
That too, yeah, because it's obviously over the time frame. But I swear I've seen them store it.
Over the time frame, as in like...
How long since they prepared it.
Yeah. Because even if they did give away all their sushi at the end of the day to like the less fortunate, I would not go, oh, I'm not going to get sushi from there, or I'm going to wait till the end of the day. Like if I'm hungry and I got no food at lunchtime, I will go get sushi regardless.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah. Pisses me off because we'll fucking spend hours thinking like, oh, how can we like help more and like give people more value for their money, and they're paying like 20 cents for a service, and then they're just fucking throwing away sushi like it's going out of fashion.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, why can't they just benefit?
That is
selling it cheaply or just giving it to the less fortunate.
Yeah, that's the modern day 2025 in a nutshell. And everyone and all businesses are like, have this people first standpoint where like everybody thinks that everyone should look after each other and have like a good society. But in all honesty, it's from the ground. It's not even from the ground up. It's just the ground is like expected to do it, you know. Poor people are expected to help people that are a little bit less poor, or like middle ground people are meant to help poor people, but then the rich just aren't helping poor people.
Yeah, it's a joke.
You know, and that never works. You need like a foolproof society, everyone helping everybody, which will never happen because the USA are a bunch of pigs and they're just trying to fuck everything up that they possibly can. Not the people of the United States of America, but whoever runs that country.
Whoever that is, eh?
And we're not going to get too deep, but they're dirtbags. Everything they touch turns to shit. They've ruined so many economies, so many countries. Yeah.
If you don't hear from us, it's because we've been cancelled.
I don't want to kill myself either. I'm just letting you know that for sure. But the values instilled by them are instilled on the rest of the rich people, which are then obviously not benefiting us. But to go on to a bit of a lighter note,
Wait, so just before we end off, you won't be going to Sushi Hub for
I don't know. I honestly wouldn't mind just literally speaking to somebody who's in a higher position and just looking them in the eyes. Do whatever you want, but just look me in the eyes and tell me you're going to do it. Like, just say, dude, we've got fucking fresh food and we're throwing it away because we made too much and we don't want to give it to people for cheaper or for people less fortunate.
We'll cut this segment out, send it to Sushi Hub on Instagram, and see what they say.
Oh, they'll fucking hate us. We just bagged them back. I did start by saying I do shop there. I do frequent there quite often.
We love their sushi. We just don't like the way they deal with it when there's leftovers.
Yeah.
So we just got to figure out why and their policies behind it.
If I had a restaurant, I would try to find a way, or somewhere that dispenses food, I would try to find a way to, if you had heaps of food like that, you would have to try to find a way to utilise it for the better or good.
Yeah, 100%. Better for society.
Mate, even when I go out for dinner and sometimes someone like doesn't eat most of their meal and it's untouched, I'll put it in a container and give it to someone offer it to someone. Fucking hell. And you're a business that deals with food, so...
I still remember, like, years ago, Skiffo and I... Skiffo, who a lot of us know, he doesn't listen to this episode, he's currently in Europe.
He doesn't listen to any episodes.
No, but anyway, he's had a few shout-outs. Him and I, after Falls Festival, it was like 2, 3 a.m. In that random bar in Freo that used to do, like...
Pirate shit? Was
that one? We could order food at, like...
Oh, no idea.
All like nibbly food. They did like cheeseburger spring rolls. Anyway, we ordered chicken wings with it. Heaps came out and we couldn't finish it. So then we walked on the street and we gave them to this homeless guy. And he was so happy.
Yeah, I always got bagged out for that, eh? A lot of the time. They'd be like, homeless person doesn't want fucking like somebody else's food. And I'm like, well, that's for fucking them to decide.
Yeah,
I'm sure if they don't want it, they don't have to say no.
Yeah,
and hopefully it doesn't offend them. Because sometimes people say no, and I'm like, I don't care, whatever. Sometimes people are like, oh, fucking no, thanks.
Yeah.
Easy. And so you should do that as a business on a business scale if you're working with food. Just like if we can do it, somebody else can do it as well. But yeah, moving on to a lighter note. Sprint Club's been running for about a month straight now.
It's going good. It's going really good.
So originally you started the Sprint Club, the SJ Sprint Club on, what was it, a Tuesday morning?
That was just off the cuff.
At 6 a.m, which I had a legitimate shift starting 6 a.m. every Tuesday morning. So sadly, I couldn't attend the SJ's Sprint Club.
Now, let me just disclose this. It was one random Monday night. My mum, Marnie and I were talking about sprinting. And I said, should we go tomorrow morning? We did. And then a week later, Aaron joined. In that time frame, I swear you were still playing footy. So you said, I'm not doing anything until footy's off.
That is something that I would say, yeah.
Yeah, so that, but then I think a week after that, we still did it on the Tuesday morning. And you might have finished footy by then.
I think several weeks you did it.
Nah, it was just 1 week. And then we're like, okay, we moved to the Wednesday so then we could all go.
Okay.
So it wasn't just, we just chose Tuesday. It was more so just because you couldn't do it at the time because of footy. Anyway, we're back onto Wednesdays and it's going good. We got
It's going real good. We're getting, last few weeks we've had 6 and 7.
Yeah, we got some regulars. So we got us two, Marnie, my mum, Aaron and Jimbo.
Oh yeah, so we've got an age from, how old's Marnie, 23?
Yeah.
She's 23. And she's dating a chopped uncle like you, cuz. That's like 5 years difference.
4, 27. It's 3 and a bit.
Yeah.
3 and a bit years.
So yeah, she's the youngest at 23, and how old's Sooty?
Oh,
I think he's 64.
Yeah, because mum is 59.
He's a few years older.
Yeah.
So 64, mid-60s.
60, I reckon, I reckon around 62.
Yeah, so quite a big age
61, 62.
Dispersity.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. Like, that's one of the whole main shticks we have of SJs is like inclusive. Anyone can do anything that they want to if they actually want to. And we're getting that a lot. We're getting that also at the HIIT classes and the Saturday classes. We're getting a few...
Yeah, the age ranges.
More aged gentlemen and ladies coming, which is good because I had a couple clients that were scared and they were like, I can't keep up. And I was like, as soon as you come, you'll love it. And they absolutely love it. But the sprinting is even more important because sprinting is something that's looked like from a framework of, once you leave school, if you don't play sports, like why would you sprint?
It's so
and if you don't lose it, you don't use it, you lose it straight away. And so it's awesome to have just such a vast variety of ages sprinting, I think.
And the feedback's been awesome. Like, we've all talked, like, you know, I've talked about how good it is to start your day with sprinting. And then Soot's been loving it, Aaron's loving it, Marnie and Mum are loving it.
It's really good.
Teeny really enjoyed it the other week.
Yeah.
I think he's done 2 now, eh?
He's done a couple. He'd be a regular as well, he just can't commit sometimes to some things. Can't confirm it.
It was working today.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had to confirm last minute.
But yeah, it's good, and we're not necessarily just sprinting. It's not like everybody go to the park and sprint in your own way. It's reasonably organised. Like, we have a session program up just like we would with our normal gym and outdoor strength training sessions, and everybody kind of abides by that. And it's the exact same as all our other training where you can kind of work at the intensity you want to. But for example, me and Sooty are doing the exact same thing irregardless of the age gap or the physical gap or whatever.
Yeah, and you today, for example, you finished early just because your knees played up a bit.
Yeah, I finished early because I thought, we've been pretty responsible. We started off with a lot of build-up and holds, not even full pace. Now, 4 weeks in, we're starting to do some pretty quick, like full-blown acceleration.
Well, today the build was only 10 metres.
Yeah.
So it was pretty quick.
That was really quick. But yeah, that's going really good. There's actually not a better way to start your day, I don't reckon.
It's so good.
At least we both say that to each other. It's fucking awesome, man. You just feel so good, and so the energy is so high too.
And then you have that cough afterwards, and it just goes down so much better. But yeah, no, it's a great way to start the day. And we're not really rushing. You can chat to everyone because it's not like you're going for like a 5-10k run.
Yeah.
You just do a sprint, walk back, chat. The sun's been rising as we've been getting
the sunrise is really nice. Yeah.
Which we'll probably miss in about a month or two because it'll just be it'll be up too early.
What time will it get up though? Like earliest 5:30 surely.
I think it eventually gets up around 5.
Really?
And so on a hot day we'll probably have to go early because like on a really hot day it'll be cooking by 6 a.m. at that Lark Hill spot because the sun comes up like right there.
Yeah. Perks of living in bloody Perth. But okay, let's talk about it. If you do want to sprint, let's talk about exactly how you train sprinting for sprinting sessions, and then how you can incorporate sprinting into your own life, or kind of how we do it.
Yeah, into your routine.
So if you want to talk about sprinting training, it's relatively simple. There's just a few things that I would make sure that you heavily consider. And that's listening to your body when you're sprinting, gradual loading. So the whole problem with people is that they think they can't sprint because they won't sprint for like 5 years. And then they'll go to the park and just sprint as hard as they can, like 7, 8, 10 times, and then pull up really sore or literally get injured.
Yeah.
And so it's just like sprinting is something that everyone probably can do, but it's extremely taxing on the body.
Yeah, the thing people do, I think, with sprinting, like you said, just because, like, if someone goes for a casual run or go for 5K run, like, if it's the first time doing it in a while, they're hurting.
Yeah.
Because, like, their cardio fitness is shopping. Whereas with sprinting, because it's so short, they can just smash it out and then they feel fine.
Mm.
And they can just, when they do like 8 to 10 times, and then they pull up the next day.
Pull up real sore.
Yeah, they don't expect to.
Yeah, potential of injury is way high as well, just because it's so demanding physically. Like, you literally take like, I don't know what it is, like 7, 8 times your body weight load through your ankles, foot, hamstring, stuff like that when you're sprinting.
Gee, that's a fair amount.
It's heaps, man. So like realistically, if you're doing hamstring curls and you're doing like your body weight for sprinting, that's probably not going to prepare you as well as, you should really be doing like ISOs, single leg hamstring ISOs with like 2 times your body weight.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a thing. It's really important to gradually go in. Even me, someone who's like relatively fit, somewhat young, but leaning in heavily into unk status now. That first session we did 6 builds into holds, and I did started at 70%, over 40 meter build up, then went, over 30, then went like 30, 25, 20. And then that was it. And then at the last 2 of the 20 meter build up, I hit like 90%, and then that was me, and I called it off. But that's not a lot, but over 3 weeks, just sprinting once a week, I've just gone to did 5 max sprints.
Yeah, you've built it up gradually.
So it's gradual, but it honestly doesn't take that long either.
No. What? It's only a month.
Yeah.
It's less than a month.
So that's it. Listening to your body is really important, because if you are pulling up sore and you haven't ran for ages or sprinted for ages, it's not worth just smashing yourself.
Because you don't want to, the worst thing, you don't want to go backwards. You don't want to be like, next week we can't sprint at all.
Yeah.
So you just got to, like you said, really listen to yourself and just be patient with it. Because it'll do yourself a lot better in the future if you just gradually add it on and then listen to yourself.
Yeah.
Because like my mum, you today, for example, with your knee, you stopped. My mum, she's been running a fair bit and her knee's been sore. But she's been actually listening to herself, which is helping her. But when you listen to, it's not that hard to do.
Listen to yourself?
Nah.
Yeah, sometimes it can be.
It can be sometimes, there's a fine line where you're
driving home late on a Friday night about 9 p.m.
Yeah. There's a fine line between where you're listening to yourself and you can't be fucked, but there's a fine line where you're no, mate, actually, if I do this, it's going to be more worse than good.
Yeah, you just got to be very self-aware.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even really my knee today. It was more so I did 5 max sprints.
Yeah, you already hit.
And I hadn't done
the good stuff.
I hadn't done that many max sprints. So it's I'm not just going to jump from 3 to 7.
Yeah.
I've got the whole of my life to jump that much. So I'm just going to take it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But
you go.
What were you going to say?
No. I was just going to say strength training.
Yeah.
Just be smart with when you train, specifically obviously lower body. I've been doing lower body Monday, and then so that gives me 2 days before Wednesday for sprinting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do lower body Tuesday.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Especially hip flexors and hamstrings.
Yeah.
Because they're pretty quick, whippy type muscles when you're sprinting.
Yeah.
So they get like incredibly high velocities put through them, high rates of force. So those are the ones that you don't really want to, especially when you get older. Like when you're a kid, you can do hamstrings and go sprint a billion times. But as you get older, the hamstrings take so much longer to recover. And so that's just, like you said, a no-go zone. I'm the same. I'll do a double up run and leg session on Monday.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday's no legs at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe like a light cycle if I can be bollocksed.
It's going to be out.
But yeah, you're right. And even ankles as well, because the Achilles, like the calf, because the Achilles also takes up quite a lot of load. But definitely the hamstrings is the most important one that you kind of want to steer clear of the day before.
Yeah, and like you said, I like to lower the day after sprints. So I'll do lower body tomorrow.
Yeah, see, I'm going to do it tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm keeping these high days high, flog the legs today, and then give them a whole day of rest tomorrow before maybe like a normal long endurance run on Friday. And then Saturday we're doing sprints again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 2 days to give them a decent rest. But definitely strength training is the important one. Not strength training too close to sprinting, but also making sure you're maintaining your strength training.
Yeah, you don't want to let it go.
Yeah, because you need to maintain that strength and tissue quality in the lower legs because sprinting's so demanding.
Yeah, 100%.
And just last one that I was going to mention for the sprint training is you need to rest heaps. You can't sprint and then sprint a minute later. That's like repeat effort sprints, which you can't do that fast. If you're sprinting like full piss, you have to take, I think, like 3 minutes.
3 to 5, eh?
And we're on the border of that 3 minutes at Sprint Club because like we're talking, but we're also like we all got places to be.
We push it like quite fine.
Yeah, so that's why I try to like usher that waiting time just a little bit longer.
We should probably, if we want a bit more relaxed, we'd probably have to start earlier.
Yeah, which we can once it starts to get sunnier. But yeah, definitely got to rest a lot and don't get overconsumed by the amount of work you put in. For example, like if you do a session and you only sprint 3 times, don't look at it and think, oh, that was like a waste of time or that wasn't enough sprinting, because that is more than enough, because you have to rest appropriately to give like 100% efforts, and it just takes time. Sprinting's really time consuming. So a normal sprint session might just be 4 or 5 sprints, which is totally okay.
Yeah.
Along with you can sprinkle in some plyos in the warm up, maybe some like less intense but high speed runnings afterward, and yeah, you're sorted.
Yeah, on one of the sprint days when you weren't there, we did some like bit of conditioning stuff afterwards. It's similar to that. What's that one you did where it's like you did an S-sprint with Mars and I?
Mass running?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did a bit of that afterwards. Just to get a bit of volume in.
Yeah.
But I was pretty cooked afterwards. And if you're talking about time constraints, when you want to rest between sets of each sprint, it's pretty hard to fit it all in.
Yeah, it is. And that's why I just don't get overly flustered by the amount of work you're getting in. Think quality over quantity when you're sprinting. Definitely quality over quantity.
Yeah. Because the word's sprinting.
Yeah, it's in the word, man. It's fucking quick.
Yeah.
At least if you're you, cuz you're pretty quick.
Quick off the blocks, eh?
Those legs move, man.
Oh, they move. It's pretty funny though, because like I do basketball on the Wednesday night. Sometimes it's a bit tender.
Yeah, that's not a big love for me.
It's not. It's definitely not ideal, and I know that. But it's like, well, I'd like sprint on like Monday morning if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But then it just doesn't fit in with everything.
Exactly, but then that's where the quality over quantity is really good, because it's like you're not destroying your body, but you're getting good quality work in. And then like basketball, you don't hit max velocity, so you're not going to get that in basketball.
No.
But it does make the
hamstrings
pretty tender.
It does impact it.
The hamstrings actually, a little bit more versatile wouldn't be the right word, but they're a little bit more interesting than I thought, you know. I used to just think like high speed centric, that's what they're kind of, but like even in basketball that I feel them, like with a lot of like low dribbling, like
When you're paying attention.
side lunges and stuff like that. No, just feel them, yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah, like while you're playing?
Yeah.
Or afterwards?
Both.
Age, mate.
Yeah, it's literally age. Better get used to it. But yeah, that's how I'd kind of approach it.
Yeah.
And then if you wanted to build, just hypothetically, even though we're going to do this, if you did have no responsibilities and you just trained in the gym and sprinted, like what would the program look like? I'd say you want to sprint probably twice a week. So I would say either do the high days high and low days low principle. So maybe like Monday sprint and legs, Tuesday off the legs, Wednesday you could do like a lower session in the gym, Thursday you could do off the legs like an upper, and then Friday you could do like either just a designated sprint sesh or sprint and legs again, because then you're leaving like a good considerable gap between the two.
Yeah, I'd definitely hit, if I had nothing to worry about, I'd probably do sprints, definitely Monday morning.
Yep.
Especially if you've had a chill weekend, probably feeling the freshness. And then, like I said, either lower that day or lower Tuesday. And then upper Wednesday.
Yeah, you could do that as well. Yeah.
And then sprint either Thursday or Friday again.
Yeah.
But obviously you got to fit it in with your life. But if you're a professional sprinter, it'd be pretty damn good.
Professional sprinters technically go to the track 5 days a week. I don't know if they're sprinting, but they're going to the track 5 days a week. But yeah, interesting.
Yeah, if you're in Rockingham and you want to do some sprints, come down. There's Wednesday morning, 6 a.m.
Wednesday morning, 6 a.m, potentially earlier soon. But yeah, I've had a lot of people hit me up that like don't sprint, but they're like, oh, I'd love to do it. Start. You can start right now.
This is fun. Have a crack. This is fun. It's easy. Well, it's not easy to a certain degree, but people like sprints because they don't really think of it as cardio. Like, you know, people hate cardio. They find it too hard.
Yeah.
Whereas sprints is short, sharp.
And it's fun, like you said.
Yeah.
And it's so hench. You don't feel more hench than when you finish your sprint and you're like letting your body slow down. You're just thinking like, fuck, I'm literally moving right now. I'm moving.
Such an ego boost.
Yeah, that and like a heavy dead. You just feel like such a big dog.
Well, Wednesday's my ego day at the moment.
Yeah, I remember you saying this morning,
Sprints, and then at some part of the day, I did it pretty much straight away as soon as I got in the gym. Just hit arms. Like 2 sets of ladder raises, 2 sets of bars, 2 sets of tries.
Yeah.
Done.
That's actually a good idea, an ego day.
Yeah. Do a post on it.
You should build that into the program for people. Do it for like 1 month in the SJ's program and just be like, this is what I do, ego day.
Yeah, I'll put it into... Aaron will like it, even though he can't really do upper body at the moment with his hand.
You should just do blood flow restriction training. You know, all he needs to do is hold like 3 kilos. You ever done that?
Yeah. What, just like isolate?
Blood flow restriction is essentially you get something, usually it's like I don't know what to call it, the thing that junkies put on their arm to fucking inject drugs, or that's a bad analogy. When you go to a nurse and a nurse like...
But they need to find your vein.
Straps your arm to find your vein. So for example, say if you're working your bicep, just where that deltoid, that shoulder muscle meets that bicep, you'll wrap something around it tight, not super tight, but tight enough that blood can come in but it can't come out. So you get all this blood trapped in your lower limb, and then essentially you just get low weights, spam it, and it feels like somebody's just like...
That'd be a huge pump.
Oh yeah, I did it with Luca in Slovenia, and I didn't even really know how to do it back then, but we still did it. I was doing arms actually then. Oh,
it's rare.
We had like 4 or 5 kilos, and afterwards your arms were just...
Like shaking?
Oh, we need to do it one time. We'll do it for a video.
Let's do a video.
I can't even explain what it feels like.
But is that common in rehab?
A little bit. It's a bit highly debated, but it is good because it pumps a lot of blood into the area, and also the area can work under such small loads, you know?
Yeah.
So a lot of people debate with like patellar tendinopathy if you just wrap it around the quad and do like really light isos, but then other people say it's not enough load to actually make a meaningful impact.
Do anything.
But I like it. Fuck man, experiment. It's good.
This is like a novelty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I've never done it. I've only done it with my arms. Never done it with anything else. You can only do it with limbs as well. You obviously can't tie something above your chest
around
or
your
something.
chest. Yeah, imagine. Yeah, I'll be keen. Let's do that. Arms and like leg extensions.
And calves. Do you know how bad your calves would
fuck.
be? You would just be doing body weight calves and they would fucking fall off. Do you want to do over-unders today or?
Yeah. That's everyday, cuz.
You want to knock that on the head right now, cuz, or what?
Knock it over?
Over and unders.
Shout out Alex Connor. Shout out a future sponsor.
We should change it to Alex Connor's segment.
Okay, from now on.
Yeah, not even over-unders. Alex Connor.
Alright, this is the Alex Connor segment. Exercise. Any decline, like chest works, like decline bench press.
Overrated.
So overrated.
Yeah, overrated. Just the flat and incline are just so much more superior. You can move more weight with a decline, so psychologically it can be beneficial, but just broadly speaking, it's pretty overrated.
Yeah, I agree. Sport, ultimate frisbee.
Overrated.
Overrated?
No, it just doesn't. It's cool, but it just doesn't tickle my fancy. Yeah, I'm just gonna say overrated because I'm not interested in it, so it mustn't be that hectic. But I should play it and see how it is. But just
It would be a fun game to play.
Yeah, it
I'm
would be.
never interested to watch it.
yeah,
A sport where I don't really mess with, I couldn't even ask you, because is frisbee golf. Have you seen that?
yeah. I wouldn't. I fucking don't like golf, so
Yeah, but surely you'd hate frisbee golf even more.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anything that's just like that brain numbing, I just don't think I'd love that much.
And then random, following one from last week's one, a little bit, is step tracking.
Underrated.
Underrated? Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Purely when people aren't aware.
Yeah.
Because like they think that they move around a bit, but then they actually pay attention to, I don't know, their daily steps and realise they do like nothing at all.
I mean, it's got to be underrated. You can't look at it and think counting your steps is overrated. Like, what part of it would be overrated?
The only part where I think it's overrated is when people get like fixed on it and then they go for a walk and they don't have, I don't know, a phone or something that tracks their step, and they're like they're mentally annoyed because they're like, this doesn't count.
Yeah, but they're just cucks.
Yeah.
And then for them people, like, go for a skate or a bike ride or a rollerblade or anything. Like, shoot the basketball out the front of your house. Like,
Just learn to accept that you're still doing the work.
yeah, like, you don't actually have to. The good thing about tracking steps is that it's just so easy to track. Like, one step is one step, and that a certain amount of steps will equate to a certain amount of calories lost, and you'll always be able to measure that appropriately. But then at the same time, like, are you boring as hell, man? Like, find new things to do.
Yeah. But yeah, I do still agree with you, it's underrated. Apparently, I've read that, because you can track steps on your phone.
I do from yesterday. I found out yesterday you can.
Do you reckon, and then you obviously can track steps on wearing a watch, what do you reckon will pick up more or would be more accurate? Like what would pick up more steps?
You mean more accurate steps or more steps?
More steps.
Maybe the phone. I think the watch would be more accurate because it's designed to be like a health type watch thing.
No, apparently the phone picks up less. You think it would be, I thought it would be more too. But apparently, like, if you're walking, like, obviously a lot of people walk with their phone, but yeah, apparently it picks up less. So my 100,000 steps could have actually done more.
You reckon? Do you reckon you did more?
The only part I thought I did more is where I was wearing a hoodie and I had my phone in like this front pocket, not in my shorts. And I was like walking for about 20 minutes and I looked at it and it
didn't move?
It moved like a little bit. But I was like, I stuffed it up there because I should have had it in my...
Why did you have it in your front pocket?
I just zoned out.
Oh.
And then I looked, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Just brushing up against you?
Yeah. Just doing the old rebound against the chest. Not the chest, the chest.
Belly. Yeah, okay. No, that's interesting.
Man, that dove just lives out there, eh?
Oh, I was looking there before, like, you can't say there's that many podcast studios where literally the camera behind it, there's just two doves cleaning themselves the entire time in a tree.
But I swear that was there last week. Or the week before.
Maybe you're in a psychosis or something.
Nah.
That's exactly what someone would say.
Nah, what? Because the dove comes back to your house regularly. I reckon that dove was there 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I bet you do. Probably follows you home as well, the roof of your car. No, it is cool. It's actually cool. I was watching them a little bit, getting a little bit distracted.
I didn't even know there was two. From my angle, I can only see one.
No, there's a double there. There's a doubler. Yeah. And they've been just cleaning themselves. Don't you reckon... I was actually going to talk about this before on the pod. Do you reckon it's just weird how animals just like live in harmony?
It's pretty cool.
I know obviously there's a large population of animals that don't live in harmony, that like murder each other and stuff. But for example, these birds are just chilling and they'll always chill. That's it.
They eat spiders though.
Yeah, but fuck spiders, yeah.
Yeah, I know, man. I reckon doves, out of all the birds, are the most chill.
Yeah.
Like they'll just lay in my backyard and they'll just walk around.
What about rainbow lorikeets?
I'd have to see what birds they are. Like I don't know what they are.
I reckon the yellow-necked fucking ones are cool as well. The ones that have like the yellow around their neck. They're like green, red, like lots of colours.
They look like a small turkey?
No, that's a different one.
Because them ones attack magpies. Which that's what how I like them ones.
Magpies are kind of dangerous. So I'm not talking about all birds, but I was thinking about it because of dogs. Like, are you ever just walking around your house and like there's a dog walking, or it like goes to drink water and you're just like this is my roommate and it's a dog.
How weird.
It's like a four-legged animal that doesn't speak English.
And you can't speak to it.
Yeah, and like we just live together. Like I'm just fucking making dinner. It's like just sitting there like drinking water or something.
So strange, eh?
And
so funny.
It's also strange how like people integrate dogs into like their lives with babies. Like someone will have a dog and then they'll have a baby, and then they're just like, oh, I'm leaving my baby with this dog that doesn't speak English or any language, obviously, and can at any moment just literally just, you don't know what it, like you don't know, you just trust it, and it's like, it honours your trust essentially.
Yeah,
are you picking up what I'm putting?
Yeah, I am. Because, well, I'm just thinking about, there's been some shocking stories where someone has a baby, they introduce to the dog, and the dog gets held jealous because the parents obviously went from just having a dog, and now there's a baby in the scene, so all their love's gone to the baby, and the dog attacks them.
Yeah.
Attacks the baby.
But the thing is, those are like 1 in a million.
Oh, it's hell rare.
Which is what I'm trying to say, is that it's crazy that cool. A lot of the time, you just...
That's how cool
I'm
dogs
going to
are.
leave my baby. Yeah, they're just really cool. Really trustworthy.
I can't wait to get a dog one day, but I wouldn't get a dog for a while.
Yeah, I want one just in terms of just loneliness. I'd love to have like an animal there that I can just hang out with all the time. But at the same time, my life's too... I could have had one the last year or two, but my life's too... I'm willing to just switch up on my day ones at any moment and just do anything at any time. So you can't really afford to have a dog. And like, you can't leave your dog for a year unless you're Trent Goodrick or something. You just leave that.
A dog's a big commitment. Like, you got to...
See you later, brother.
Yeah, you can't be a Trent Goodrick about that.
Mm. But yeah, you can't just get a dog and then be like, oh, I'm moving to fucking Lebanon for fucking 4 years, man. Like, fucking see ya.
Well, Joe, actually, recently, he's been thinking about travelling. And I asked him, I was like, oh, when are you going to go? And he's like, Well, he doesn't want it because of Briggs.
Well, but the thing is with Briggs, I feel like he's integrated into your family. Like, he's a family dog now.
Yeah, but you should see the connection with Joe. Like, he'll get up and look to see who it is. He'll hear Joe's door, and he's up and he's watching him.
Yeah,
like
so you can't do that. You can't. Yeah. Oh, you can, but it's something you got to consider. It's one of the responsibilities of owning a dog. You can't just,
You got to respect it.
Yeah. Where's he thinking of travelling? Lebanon.
Nah, like outback US or Alaska.
Oh, that would be sick.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
I think he wants to see mountains.
Couple good places you can go see them. Underrated, Northern America does have underrated mountains.
Yeah, cool mountains.
Everyone's always talking about like Switzerland, Nepal, stuff like that, but
some people talk about Slovenia.
Only the real ones. But it's a dump, man. Go to Croatia.
Yeah.
No, if you can get on a sail Croatia, if you can. But
No, America does have good mountains.
that's actually what I was going to mention is I'm seeing so many people on my Instagram that have just done their Euro Hot Girl Summer. And a few of them have decided to like go to the mountains. And like they're posting like 12 stories a day of photos of the mountains, them saying things, unbelievable, this is my lunch spot today, like this is living. You've just spent fucking 2 months railing blow in Albania. You could have been in the mountains the entire time. And now you've gone there and you're like, oh, the mountains are actually pretty good. You didn't realise, champion?
It's a shock to them, man.
Yeah, it's just, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
It's just like, bro, you could have been there the entire time, man.
Yeah, well, it's just, because when you travel, you should be doing things that are unusual to you.
Yeah.
That you can't really get in your country. Like, yes, you can go to any country and go to their beach. But we have like the best beaches in the world.
And it depends. See, that's where going to the Amalfi Coast is cool.
Yeah, it's different.
Because the architecture, the surroundings on the beach. It's not the beach, but it's the encapsulation of everything there.
Yeah.
But just going to
I think when you're traveling, you should be trying to like shock your system in a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And that's why you should, first thing you do, cuz, just where can I get a sail to Croatia ticket, cuz? Where can I get a bit of blow and just go to town, mate?
We should, in the future, when we've got a bit of money behind us, like, I'll give you a month trip or 2 week trip, and you'll give me a 2 week trip.
Just send me a sail to Croatia and see if I can hack it.
And, like, you got no idea where you're going. It's like a mystery ticket. But everything being sorted.
Yeah. Please support us so we can literally turn this into a reality.
Sick.
That would be
awesome. And we'll turn it into a YouTube video.
Yeah. I would love to do that. Yeah.
Or we can also do it in a way where someone does it for us.
Yeah.
And we can't speak to each other while we're away at the same time.
Mate, that would be so... I would love if you were just like, oh, you got to fuck off on a holiday. I'm not telling you where you're going. Like, oh. Instead, I'm doing a fucking bodybuilding comp.
That's a good one, eh?
Such a shit one.
Need to book that.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, dude. I don't know when I'm going to do that.
Well, it depends when you're back.
I wish I did it. Yeah. I wish I just did it ASAP because, like, I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to do that. What the hell were we just talking about? The doves. The doves,
yeah. We got a bit of it. That was a bit of it.
A bit of a sidetrack, about 10 minutes of a sidetrack, bud.
Hey, I'm Austin, the strongest member at SJ's. You can be the second strongest member for $1 a day.
You gotta cut them out, eh?
Yeah, I'm not putting that in. Alright, so this is just a philosophy, for lack of a better term. I'm so shit with words today, but anyway, fucking, I'm just going to use terms that probably aren't warranted. Been thinking, cafes aren't doing good coffees. Not all of them. Obviously, there's some good ones. Example, Rowdy's do a fucking wicked coffee.
Wicked Long Mac.
Yeah, they do a great coffee. Also sponsor SJ. So there's another place called Mavericks that do a good coffee.
Mavericks, especially their iced coffee. Like, usually I'm not the biggest fan of getting iced coffee out because I'm like, I've got a coffee machine at home.
Yeah.
It can take me about 30 seconds to do it. Whereas there, I really enjoy it.
Yeah, the size isn't particularly... I'm not particularly fond of the size, but the quality is really good.
Yeah, the taste is unreal. And even the other day when they stuffed up, they put it in a bigger glass.
Yeah.
And then they gave us an extra shot because it would have been like too watered down.
We just need to ask for that all the time. But yeah, so you got those two places. I think Barco does a couple of good coffees. But nonetheless, these are just local coffee shops we think do good stuff. A lot of them don't do great stuff. And my question is why? What? Because these cafes are for coffee.
Yeah.
So why is their coffee? Because your missus makes the best coffees.
Shout out Marnes.
Yeah, shouts out.
She makes a great coffee.
And she doesn't even, like, and you go to a cafe and their quality of coffee is nowhere near as good. Why?
One, they obviously haven't been trained well.
That's what everyone's been saying so far, yeah.
Two, I just don't think they care enough. Like the worker or whoever's making the coffee is probably doing like 4 jobs at once.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to get the coffee out as quick as possible. Whereas rowdies, the people who make the coffee are just making the coffee. They're not serving, they're not delivering. Obviously they would at different times, but when it's busy, if you look at the people who make the coffee at rowdies, they're just staying there at on the machine. So their one job is just to make coffee. So they're not, that's what I think is a big difference. Like you see some cafes that make shit coffee. You'll be serving them.
Yeah.
They'll be handing out food. They're under the pressure. So that's probably my 2.
That's the conclusion I came to as well. I didn't come to the conclusion of the training. I more so came to the conclusion of like, they're churning out too many coffees.
Yeah, that's not too quick.
You can't put love into something if there's too many, because then like you're saying, they are like, oh, you have to make coffees and do this and that. Like you got to put love into the coffee, which obviously I think Marnie does, which is why hers are so special. But I think a lot of coffee shops aren't doing that.
Yes. I think it's just more the love for it, because there was this dude I used to work with at Macca's, shout out Shabir, great guy.
What nationality is he?
I forgot.
Shabir. Anyway, yeah.
And anyway, loved making coffee. Like, he would talk to me about coffee for about 2 hours. By the point I was like clocked out, because I was like, this is also 5 years ago where I probably didn't appreciate coffee that much. And he would always make sure that the coffee was really good, because he's done courses. He worked in cafes all his life. He was a manager at Macca's, but he was really good at coffee. And that's the example of like where it's just Macca's. And if he made you a coffee, you would have been like, holy shit, this is like, you wouldn't get better coffee anywhere else in Rockingham.
I guess you got to have love. You got to have skin in the game, and you got to love the game. It's like any professional anything ever. Like if you don't love it,
Yeah.
But yeah, it is interesting to think about. I feel like most cafes should be doing better coffee.
100%.
Yeah.
I think it's just the love for it, and then just put them in the work is in a position where it's not going to cause too much stress. Obviously it's hard because obviously they're running a business.
High stress environment there at cafes.
They're also running a business, so they got to like talk about profits loss and how many workers they have on. But for example, Barco, it's always so busy, but there's so many workers in there, and there's people who are making the coffee. Like all they're doing is making the coffee.
Yeah.
And they smash out the coffee. It's like you'll be there and there'll be like 10 people ahead of you, but you still get your coffee pretty quick.
Straight away, yeah. I think they're good. Do you think that we're becoming snobs?
Yeah, low key, yeah.
I think we are, because I remember when I first started having coffee, I was like, fucking instant, like 3 teaspoons of instant, whatever, that's sick. And we live in Perth, which is like arguably one of the capitals of good coffee in the world. And we're still complaining about it low key.
Yeah, because the thing, when you go away, you hardly ever get a good coffee. Like it's when you get a good coffee at a cafe, you're like, this is really good. Whereas in Australia, you obviously still get shit coffee, but most time it's pretty good. Like a pretty good coffee here would be really good overseas.
Yeah. I just drink espressos overseas. And I think with espressos, it's like, it's such a casual thing that they're just like, you want it, bang, there you go. Like not a lot of love and care.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, but just because we're like, oh, we're going to have a coffee and a dart in Serbia, you know.
Yeah. But I think we are snobs because 5 years ago when I was working at Nudge, or probably even longer than 7 years ago, I would walk in with a jar of Makona that I brought from home, and I'd leave that on my desk, and that was the only coffee I had. And all the
You would have
work,
saved so much money.
I still bought a coffee every now and then, but it was rare. And they all thought like, "What are you drinking that dirt for?" And I used to say like, "This is the only coffee you need." I'd like, it's the same. It tastes so good. And honestly, they used to always rip into me like, "Tastes like shit." And now I won't even touch Moccona.
I actually like Moccona hazelnut. I think that's class coffee.
The Moccona caramel's good, but I still like. I'll never buy it.
Yeah.
I'll never buy a jar. I'd rather pay $5 at a cafe.
Yeah, literally. We waste too much money on coffee as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a bit more aware of that. And lately, especially during the week, because I've got a coffee machine at home, like I buy beans for it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous that you buy coffees if you have a machine at home.
So last 2 weeks I might have done it once. So.
Well, I found 8 Rowdies free coffee coupons in my car.
8?
I've never used one that I've ever got.
Start handing them out at SJ's.
Hell no, I want them.
We should, this Saturday, we'll just give everyone a free coffee.
Yeah, we could. I'll have a think about it.
People might appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll have a think about it. It could be like my going away thing.
Yeah.
I'll have a think about it. We'll see. And just one more topic you wanted to touch base on. You think that good pub meals are almost dead?
No, so I was actually having a chat with one of my clients today, shout out Renee. She went to a pub yesterday that she really enjoyed back in the day. Forgot the name. It was South Perth. Windsor?
Oh, the Windsor? Yeah. The Windsor Hotel.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
And she was like really looking forward to it, and she just said the feed just wasn't great.
What'd she get?
She said she got chicken teriyaki, but the chicken was deep fried, which I thought was a bit interesting.
Yeah.
And then she got a few other things, but she said it just wasn't great at all. And so I asked her, do you reckon pub meals are dead? Or like, just aren't as good as they used to be? She said, yeah, definitely.
Maybe. I mean, obviously stuff back in the day was way cheaper and you probably got a bit more value, like a bit more of it. So that plays obviously a contributing factor. The quality maybe has gone down. I don't know.
I love a pub meal.
I love that pub meal.
When we went to the VAT the other week, and I was never expecting that, what did I get? Brisket? Like, I would never get brisket at a pub.
That's not a pub. I got that one time when I was there, but I don't think that's a great pub meal.
Yeah, but the amount you got and the taste of it, I was like, this is good. Especially because it was half price. And it happened to be the last night of half price meals on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Which is a joke. But I just don't think they're as reliable as they used to be.
Yeah, I guess it depends where, but yeah. Maybe we don't have enough skin in the game either. Like, we have been eating at pubs for 10 years, but...
The pubs in Richmond are good.
Oh, the Richmond Palmies... I would never give shouts out to Richmond. But I am with the Palmies because they were fucking unbelievable.
Everyone hit.
And they hit hard. They were really, really good.
You had confidence.
Yeah.
Like, you knew you were getting good feed.
And the fact that they call them Palmers and they're dominating our game, we need to lift our game for sure.
Yeah. Maybe we just need to go to more pubs though.
Yeah, we probably do. Yeah.
Especially Perth ways.
Yeah, but it's just such a trek.
But like because there's no really good pub in Rockingham.
Nah. The Rocky Hotel used to be nice. Yeah, but like, we're going to go to Perth. Brothers, how are you going to watch 7 movies a night if we have to go to Perth?
I haven't watched a movie all week, guys. Actually, I watched Sixth Sense on Saturday. Holy shit,
Yeah.
good movie.
Good movie?
Yeah, watch it if you haven't for a while.
Maybe I'm going to need to watch it, yeah. I've never watched it.
Yeah, I thought I had. I think I watched it like when I was like 10, but completely forgot what happened.
Yeah. It was good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do more pub meals. But just final note, I don't think that they're dead. I just think that maybe the value for money isn't as great.
Yeah, that's just inflation then, unfortunately.
Dude, I don't care. I'll pay money for not a lot of food. Like, enough to fill me up, that's fine. As long as it's good, I'll pay extra.
Yeah. The thing that stumped me though, I mentioned this to Marnie yesterday when we were talking about cheap pub meals, and someone mentioned a feed and a pint for $25. And I said that's pretty good value.
I said it's not.
You said it's not. It is.
It's not.
Because nowadays a feed $25 is standard, if not cheap at a pub, because you're not like everything's normally around $30.
Exactly.
A pint is $12.
Exactly. Yeah, but you're missing the point.
Yeah, but it's, you got to factor in it's 2025.
No, you got to factor in good value.
Yeah, but a feed and a pint for $25 in 2025 is good value.
If my granddad that was dead found out that fucking pints for $12 was good value, he would roll in his grave.
Yeah, but no shit, but I'm talking about 2025.
Yeah, you can talk about whatever you want. I don't think that dictates good prices. Yeah, sure, comparing 2025 to 1970, yeah, inflation happens. We're comparing to like 6 years ago.
Yeah, of course.
It's disgusting.
In 6 years' time, it's probably going to be like $50 for a pint.
Yeah, in 6 years' time, you'll be saying $50 is good value, and I'll be saying it's fucking shit.
Yeah, obviously I'll be saying that's shit. But right now, $25.
No, but you can say, obviously, you'll be saying it was shit. But in reality, people, 10 years ago, you wouldn't be saying 25 is good value. And in 10 years' time, you'll be saying fucking $40 is good value. I'll be the fucking lad here standing, fighting for our fucking right for a good, cheap fucking meal.
$25 for a feed and a pint is pretty good value.
Mate, I'll be like the fucking Buddha on the Rage Against the Machine fucking album cover that lights himself, douses himself in gasoline, lights himself on fire to stand up for people's fucking rights.
Would you say a palmy for $15 is good value?
Yeah.
And then if you bought a $10 pint?
No. A $10 pint is not good value.
This is normal.
Yes.
So
it's dirt.
But pints these days are like $13 an average.
How about this for a deal? Palmy for $15. I don't want your pint. Give me the palmy for $15. Keep your pint. That's a good deal.
Yes, I'd rather pay $15.
Not paying $25. Street eats do $7 pints. That's good value.
Street eats?
Street eats in Perth, Northbridge.
Yeah. What pints though?
Their own pint, their own lager.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking bargain. That's good value. I would never sit here and say that $25, that is, you're lying to yourself when you say that's good value. You're either lying to yourself or you're not thinking hard enough about it.
This day and age, it's good value. It's not great value, it's just good. I'm not going home like, holy shit, I just got such a good deal. I'm just saying, if I seen that at a pub and I wanted a pint and it was like a pint and a pint for $25, I'm like, yeah, I'll get that.
Don't know. Maybe. We can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Chomp chomp.
I'm just going to ask you the question because Austin asked me the other day. We've kind of already answered this before, like this exact question. But Austin, he does SJs. What else does he do?
Muay Thai, MMA.
He does his flow. Mm. They're the two things he's been doing for quite a while. And he's recently done MMA. So he was asking about the perfect way to balance all those three.
Flow and, there's a few different ways you can do it. Just off the top of my head, I would do flow and MMA on the same day, and I would have my training Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Tuesday, Thursday is flow and MMA. Saturday, I'd have a lighter fun session, like an SJ sesh. Not from the program, but what we do in person. And I would rest for sure for Sunday.
Yeah.
Because he's built up quite a lot of capacity. I always say to him, like, dude, you're training sometimes like 9-10 times a week.
It's a lot.
Which is a lot, but he's built up that capacity so he can kind of afford to go run a similar program to what I just mentioned.
Well, the best thing about it is that he's on SJs.
Yeah.
Which is 3 full body splits, so it works perfect for that. And he's already got that and flow in like a routine. So he's already got that set. So the only thing he's got to add is the MMA. All I said was, like, I asked him what his main priorities. And I just said, just don't worry about the HIIT sessions. But he was a bit sad about that.
Mm.
But he said he'd rather do the strength over the HIIT.
What strength?
Like the SJ's 3 sessions, full body sessions.
Yeah. Well, that's it, man. I said to him, that's adulthood. I would love to do fucking 17 different disciplines at the same time, but sadly,
you got to prioritize.
You've only got 24 hours in a day.
Yeah. But yeah, so because he was struggling a bit with that yesterday,
Yeah.
figuring out the best way to do it.
It would be either that. It would be either that, or the only other thing I would do is high days high, low days low. So I would train SJs and MMA on
the
Mondays,
same day.
and then Tuesdays would just strictly be flow and recovery. Let the body recover and adapt to the stimulus you've just placed it on.
Yeah, and obviously it always depends on his work too, because he said his main things were strength and flow. So I said some weeks you can just do 2 MMAs. You don't have to go to 3 every week.
Yeah, true. That's a good question. Good question to open up. That was question 2. No, question 1. I didn't even mention that we're doing it.
No, you did mention questions.
I did?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I believe. Sorry, if you didn't, that was question.
No. That dementia's kicking in. Question 2, is Squatober a good idea? So Squatober is essentially this scheme people have going on where you squat every day of October.
See, I've never really heard about this, but
It's pretty big in America.
Like heavy?
No, well, no, that's the thing. So this person is asking if it's a good idea, not if you do heavy every day. If you do heavy every day, you're going to cook yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. But it depends how you're doing it. If you're doing it, like you said, light, it's fine.
Well,
but
yeah, it's actually, I think it's a sick idea.
It's fun.
But because it will help you hone in on your squat. I guarantee you'll be good at squats at the end of October. But
you will see some good benefits from it.
Yeah, the way you program it and structure it is extremely crucial. Like, you can't heavy squat that often. Maybe if I was to do it, I would probably do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 2 of those days I'd do a heavy squat. One would be like a medium squat, focusing a lot on the form with the barbell, because that's what I'm assuming people would do. And then on like a Tuesday or a Thursday, I would do something way less challenging on the body. Say like a narrow stance, heel elevated squat, to help with that like range of motion in the
pump out the quads,
lower body, pump the quads, get some like good synovial fluid through the joints. So you got to look at it from a framework like that. So yeah, Squatober could be a good idea to hone in on your craft, but how would you manipulate each day of squatting to actually benefit you and also to not absolutely cook your body? Because you will cook your body badly if you try to squat heavy every day.
Yeah, you'd ruin yourself.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I think for the novelty of it, I think it's good. Yeah, have a bit of fun and enjoy it, and just compare yourself from the start of October to the end.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that you'll see improvement.
Yeah, for sure. It could easily backfire if you don't do it right, but
just have a crack at it, and then if you're like noticing that, I don't know, your joint's getting quite sore, and you're seeing that it's becoming a negative, obviously calm it down a bit. Yeah. But just have fun with it, I think. Yeah, do it.
And don't just think of it from such like a black and white perspective of I got to squat every day. Think like, okay, I got to squat every day. There's tons of variations I can do. Like, what variation should I choose on each day, and what outcome will I receive from that variation? So like we just said, you could do like a Monday, Friday super heavy squats, like singles, doubles, triples, whatever, low reps, high weight. That's good for like producing some insane force, getting really comfortable under heavy loads under the bar, improving your squat. On a Wednesday, you could do like a moderate intensity squat, and from that, it's like you're not trying to build your strength up heaps. You're trying to build like a little bit more like tissue capacity, a bit of hypertrophy, but also just getting really comfortable with your squat. Yeah. Like that will get your technique really good. So you wouldn't treat that as like, oh, I'm going to smash this and get my most bang for my buck. You'll think, okay, let's look at like my squat and where I can kind of improve. Is there any areas that are lacking, any portions of the squat that aren't as good as they could be? And then like I said, I don't know, for example, Tuesday, Thursday, you could do like you could even do it without load, just like a narrow stance, heel elevated squat. And then you're like, okay, I'm doing this, and the trade-off, the stuff I'm receiving from this is like good synovial fluid through the joints that are probably a bit cranky, bit banged up, good mobility in the hip and the ankles and the knees, and getting a bit of blood into the quads and the joints as well. So That's that thing we always say, like, why are you doing something?
Yeah.
Ask yourself why. Like, yeah, you're doing squats every day because you want to do Squatober or whatever, but be a little bit smart with it and just give yourself some reasons as to why you're doing it, and it will help you go like a pretty long way, much longer than just trying to smash squats every day, hell heavy. And you will bang your body up hell bad if you try to squat every day super heavy.
Oh, you cook yourself. Is the like the stereotypical one does back squat?
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
That's what I was
I would imagine people would just be doing back squats.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's pretty, I don't know if it's a big thing in America, but it's a thing. It's a thing for sure. Question 3. Compound versus isolation exercises. What's your go for building muscle?
Both.
Yeah.
But if I was to prioritize one, I'd just go compound. Especially if I was like short on time, just purely just because I enjoy it, compound less more.
Yeah.
But there's obviously a benefit to like if you want to gain the most muscle you can, do both.
Yeah. But what about if someone said, I literally want to gain the most amount of muscle I can?
Yeah, probably got isolation. It's hard.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. Isolation's good because...
You hit different parts. Like
yeah.
when you're gonna get technical, like a leg extension, you hit different parts of your rec fem that you would in a back squat.
Yeah, that you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a chest fly completely pretty much isolates your chest compared to like a barbell bench press where you're using bit of your shoulders, bit of your tries. So yeah, if you want to compare the two.
Compare the pair.
But then like some people just get so picky with it, like people want to grow their glutes. We'll do so many like isolated exercises where if they just did, I don't know, a squat, an RDL, and a split squat, they'll get huge gains.
Yeah. I agree. But yeah, like I think compound exercises have the most bang for your buck.
Yeah.
They're also the most taxing.
Yeah, that's
why you're saying like, what? Just do both. That's the easy answer, but it's the truth. Because you get a massive bang for your buck and you train a whole lot of more muscle and tissue with compounds and then complement those with isolated exercises.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in saying that, if someone came up to me and said, I want the biggest quads I can possibly get, I would just be like, we're spamming leg extensions. Of course we're doing compounds, but I would specifically focus on spamming leg extensions.
Yeah.
If someone said like, I want the most jacked like boulder shoulders, I would be like, we're literally absolutely spamming lateral raises.
Yeah,
but then again, of course, like those would be the two main exercises I would do to get those muscles really big. But if someone was like, I want really big shoulders, I'd be like, all right, we're probably going to get into like a nice stable shoulder press machine and just spam them on pretty low reps, high weight. Then
low weight.
Oh yeah, yep. And then like spam it with lateral raises after.
Yeah.
Because they complement each other too much.
Yeah.
But it's...
I think people just go like one way or the other.
Yeah, they do. That's like a commonality in life. People always jump over onto one side of the fence. But nah, definitely I would do the compound first and then follow it up with the isolation. But I mean, you see the best bodybuilders in the world, a lot of their programming is isolation.
Yeah, like what's his name? But then you see him back in the day, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You seen his training back in the day. It's like,
yeah, but don't get me wrong. The guys and girls now still do compounds. Like they'll probably start with a bit of compound, but it wouldn't be strange to see them doing like 90% of their program like just isolation and just absolutely frying the specific muscle.
yeah, hands down. Well, everything kind of works. Everything works.
Yeah. Everything works, it's just dose dependent and context dependent.
Yeah.
Nothing won't work necessarily if you have the right intensity.
Yeah.
Yeah, training is just fucking way too overcomplicated.
So overcomplicated.
Way too overcomplicated. The main part of training that you want to sort out is like, do I actually fucking want to do this? Does it bring me joy? And then like, am I dosing it appropriately?
Yeah, the 3 pillars.
then you're splitting hairs. And that's what the science-based lifting pisses me off. Oh, it doesn't piss me off until people like talk so much about it, and then I'm like, oh, come on. Because yeah, it is science, but at the same time, it's like, it doesn't matter if you don't like what you're doing. Or even if you hate it, but you hate it and you know you should be doing it and that's why you do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fair enough, but yeah.
Because it's not every exercise where you love or like you look forward to it, but you see the benefit of doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty important one. And that was an important podcast. Thanks.
Powered by SJ's community.
Yeah, powered by SJ's community. We've got some sort of business we got going on, and it'd be great if you are.
Good training, everyone's getting results. We do sprints.
Yeah, we are actually, everyone's getting results and they're sprinting, running, jumping and playing sports all since joining SJ. So that's like a pretty impressive deal. You don't get a lot of people joining something and just doing all those things at the same time. So we definitely recommend it. Pour our hearts and souls into it. So I'd be surprised if...
Like you said at the start, whether you're 23 or 60 odd.
Yeah.
Like,
it caters to everyone.
people are doing this and they're getting results, so
Yeah.
we're not just chatting shit.
100%. We probably need to do more results posts.
Yeah.
But thanks. Pleasure. Enjoy yourselves. Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.